Hello everyone! Can this small lighter help rebuild a missing scissors handle? Wait a moment. Do not burn it. Today, the lighter will be used in a different way. Watch the entire video and see how this simple tool helps restore the broken handle. The first step builds a skeleton that will support the new handle. Take a piece of steel wire and begin bending it slowly along the curve of the intact handle. The goal here is simple. Copy the original shape as closely as possible. When the wire follows the same arc, it becomes a guide that replaces the missing plastic structure. Continue adjusting the wire until the curve matches the remaining handle. Place both wires against the broken side and check the fit carefully. Shorten the ends slightly so they sit naturally. Where the old handle once existed, the repair now needs to anchor these wires into the original plastic body. Hold the first wire with pliers and heat its end gently using a lighter. When the metal becomes hot, press the tip slowly into the plastic edge of the broken handle. The plastic softens and allows the wire to sink inside. This technique creates a strong mechanical bond without drilling or cutting additional holes. Repeat the same process with the second wire. Press it into the plastic beside the first one and adjust the position so both wires follow the natural curve of a handle. Together, these two metal pieces create a rigid skeleton that supports the new structure. Once the plastic cools, the wires lock firmly inside the frame, and the tool already feels more stable. The next step prepares a mold that will recreate the missing handle shape. Pour plaster powder into a small tray and add a little water. Stir slowly until the mixture becomes smooth and slightly thick. Plaster works well here because it captures fine details and hardens quickly. Place a wooden board on the table and cover it with a sheet of paper. This paper prevents the plaster from sticking to the board and keeps the mold clean. Press the intact handle gently onto the plaster surface and begin filling the handle area with the mixture. Use a small wooden spoon to guide the plaster into every corner so the shape becomes complete. Allow the plaster to sit quietly while it hardens. During this waiting time, prepare the filling material that will build the new handle. Take a piece of charcoal and rub it against sandpaper. Small dark particles begin to fall onto the paper. Continue rubbing the charcoal until a pile of fine powder forms. Fine powder works better than large pieces because tiny particles move deeper into small spaces. This allows the material to fill gaps more completely and build a stronger structure once adhesive is added. After the plaster becomes solid, remove the original handle carefully from the mold. The cavity left behind now holds the exact shape of the handle. Trim the edges of the cavity using a knife so the mold remains clean and smooth. A clean mold produces a cleaner final result. Dust often remains inside the mold after trimming. Brush the surface gently using a small paintbrush so loose particles disappear. Now apply a thin layer of oil inside the cavity. This oil acts as a release layer and prevents the adhesive mixture from bonding permanently to the plaster. Place the broken scissors into the mold and adjust the position so the metal wire skeleton sits inside the empty handle cavity. Support the blade with a small piece of wood so the scissors remain level during the filling process. The repair now begins forming the new handle structure. Sprinkle a layer of charcoal powder into the cavity. Add a few drops of superglue over the powder and allow the liquid to soak into the particles. The glue travels through the carbon powder and begins forming a dense composite material. Add another thin layer of charcoal powder followed by another small amount of glue. Continue building the handle slowly using several layers. Each layer increases strength while maintaining control over the shape. The charcoal absorbs the adhesive and hardens into a solid mass that bonds tightly with the metal skeleton and the original plastic frame. Continue this process patiently. until the cavity fills completely. Once the final layer settles, allow several minutes for the adhesive to cure fully. During this time, the composite becomes extremely rigid and forms the new handle body. After the material hardens, break the plaster mold carefully and reveal the new structure underneath. Fragments of plaster fall away, and the repaired handle appears for the first time. The overall shape already matches the original handle, although the surface still looks rough. Use a sharp knife to scrape away loose carbon pieces and refine the outline of the handle. This step removes excess material and prepares the surface for grinding. Secure the scissors by clamping the blade between two wooden blocks and placing them inside a vise. The wooden blocks protect the blade while holding the tool steady. Attach a polishing bit to a small rotary grinder and begin smoothing the handle surface. Gentle movements remove uneven areas and gradually blend the composite material into a natural handle shape. After shaping the main surfaces, release the scissors from the vise and hold the tool by hand. This allows better control over the remaining edges. Continue grinding carefully until the handle feels balanced and comfortable to grip switch to fine sandpaper around 1000 grit and polish the handle slowly. This step removes small scratches left by the grinder and produces a smooth surface that feels similar to the original plastic. The structure now looks strong and well shaped, although the charcoal material leaves a dark color. Prepare the handle for painting by covering the metal blades completely with masking tape. This keeps the cutting edge clean while finishing the handle. Where in the world are you watching this? DIY build right now. Comment below. Take the scissors outside to an open area and apply red spray paint that matches the color of the original handle. Use several light coats rather than one heavy layer so the surface remains smooth and even. Allow the paint to dry fully before handling the tool again. Once the paint cures, remove the masking tape and examine the repaired scissors closely. The new handle now blends naturally with the original side, and the tool looks almost unchanged. Test the scissors by cutting several pieces of paper. The blades move smoothly, and the repaired handle transfers pressure evenly through the hinge. Even tapping the handle gently against the table shows that the structure remains solid and stable. A tool that once looked broken and useless now works again with a strong new handle. Repairs like this save everyday tools and reduce unnecessary waste. Simple materials combined with patience can restore many items that people normally throw away. If this repair helped you bring an old tool back to life, try the same method with other broken handles at home and share your results in the comments so others can learn from your experience. Small workshop skills can save money and keep useful tools working for many more years. Stay with the channel and watch the next repair, because the next project might help fix something already waiting in your workshop.